Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, That One Rebel here, and we have another special interview today with our special guest coming out very soon, very shortly, with Oathmeal. She's returning. I've interviewed her about a year ago, and she's going to be coming back. Just to let you guys know that obviously Oathmeal's a mute, so I'm going to be, when I ask a question, the camera will be on me, and then when I'm going to be reading for Oathmeal, the camera will be on her, just so everyone knows. But hopefully you guys enjoy this show. But without further ado, let's introduce our guest here. Oathmeal coming from behind the curtains. Hey, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Bulgars. Oh, if you want to sit down, there's a settings button over there. And then you can click chair colliders. And there you go. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, there you go. Now you're sitting. See, now it's real. See, here's the one and only Oathmeal. Yeah, she was bowing. Absolutely, 100%. So, like I said, I'm going to be reading the questions and the answers. So, without further ado, with the first question here. Let me hold on one second, pull it up. So the first question that I asked Oathmeal was, how have you been doing lately? Oathmeal responds by saying, not too bad lately. I was sick a few weeks back and was a bit spooked that it would end up being COVID, but it was just a cold, so I lucked out. I honestly think if I catch that, I won't survive it. I already have plenty of stomach issues and feel like it would deteriorate my health even further if I got sick with that. All of that aside, though, I've been doing pretty well, just doing what I can to stay busy. Also, I'm going to be taking some drinks periodically because my throat's gonna get dry. But yeah, I mean, COVID sucks. It's really, really bad. But during these times, during these lockdowns and stuff like that, we have to keep ourselves busy. And how I've been busy just doing this talk show and just interviewing people and doing stuff like that. I don't need to see a doctor now. I'm better now. Oh yeah, also Oathmeal is going to be typing to me in my Twitch chat / Discord. So, just so you guys know. What's up, nerd? I interviewed her last night. Anyway. Next question. So I asked Oathmeal, how did you meet Ayaka? And also, she became your personal mute? Any memorable moments or adventures? Oathmeal responds by saying, I met Ayaka through an old mutual friend during Just Dance. Korean and I were doing Just Dance in VR chat about 3 to 4 times a week for a good month, and we met Ayaka then. Turns out she enjoys Just Dance, and we had a common interest in that. From that point on, we all started dancing together, and then started watching TV shows / movies together in the Roots world. She's also pretty good at Rainbow Six Siege and carries me in that. Oh, okay. Carries you in Rainbow Six Siege. There's also a new operator that just came out that literally is OP as fuck. Literally has laser beams. Like, what is this bullshit? She's a big carry. What's her main? I used to play Rainbow Six a lot, but not so much anymore. Like, that was years ago. She says she mains everyone. Oh, she's like a jack of all trades then. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I like playing like as like for tacos like Ash or Sledge or something because you get like nades and shit. But for defender, I don't know. I guess I like to play as like Rook or shit like that. Like some of the classic characters. Because like, I don't know. Just fun. But with the new Tachanka update, I haven't actually seen the new Tachanka update at all. So I don't know if he's like, apparently they worked him like completely. I need to like watch like that. Yeah. I think he carries the turret now instead. What the fuck? Well, he picks it up. Like, it's not like before he placed it on the ground and then you had to like set it up. So if you like fucking runs around with it and mows people down. That kind of is badass. Interesting. He'd still be really slow though. I'm assuming how strong his gun is, like how strong that fucking LMG is, probably like super inaccurate or some bullshit. He was already a bit difficult to play against before when set up right. So now I don't know. I mean, it's always just a meme to play as him, because all you have to do is like toss a nade at his feet, and then he just dies. Like just get wrecked, nerd. You know. But I've definitely seen him in the right circumstances. Like if you play on like the plane map, and then it's like your objective is in like the cargo hold, and there's like that like hallway, and you put a bunch of shields in front. You basically can sit there and just fucking shoot down like the fucking hallway and just mow everyone down. So in certain circumstances, he was strong back in the past. Obviously, he's been changed. Anyway, next question. How was this year's Halloween Worlds? Example, Official Sean's Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted and other worlds you explored. Favorite worlds and any bad experiences. Oathmeal responds by saying, I didn't really see many of the Halloween Worlds this year. I was unfortunately sick during Halloween and didn't get to check many of them out. The only ones I've really seen were chill Halloween Worlds, and there have been nothing really spooky about those. Okay. Well, there's a playlist that has like the winners, whatever you want to call it, of the contest. Which this year the contest, if you won like the best world for PC, you get an index, and then for Quest you got 3 Vive trackers or something. Same with avatars as well. So it's a bummer I miss Halloween because it's my favorite holiday. If the playlist is still there, well, last time I checked, which was 10 minutes ago, it's still there. And it still is. It's at the top. So Spookalibi 2020 winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 worlds are right there. I actually haven't... I only checked out one of them. I only checked out the thermal treatment. And that one's like a game mode. So I think that's the only one I checked out. It's a game mode where you're like... you ever play like Jenga from like Halo 3? It's like that. Where like you just like stand on a platform and then random shit comes down and tries to knock you off. It's just a game mode. I'll have to check more into them. The one horror world I checked out was so bad. That sounds fun. I never played that. Yeah. It's made by the same person who made the... What was it called? Meat something? The one where you climb up the ramp and the like the random shit comes down at you. Or it was called like Meat something. Meat Grinder. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's like Meat Grinder. It's the same person who made your Meat Grinder, but instead you're on a platform and then stuff comes down at you. And it's like a last person standing wins. And it's only like a 2-minute timer. And also Legends, who made this world, is voice acting in it. I mean, I think, because I played the new thermal map, I played it like 3 or 4 times. I didn't find it too hard. Like, it's definitely RNG, but like, you can just jump like to another platform if your platform starts falling. So it wasn't too hard to win. You also can't grief people. I think there should be a way to like pick up a prop and just start griefing the other person, like smack down like their platforms. You can't do that, so. Yeah. The Meat Grinder one is way harder. This one is pretty easy. Anyway, next question. How was your experience with The Devouring? Anything you really enjoyed and or disliked? Ultimate responds by saying, The Devouring was well made. One of the few VRC horror worlds that didn't rely on just jump scares to put fear into you. I pretty much enjoyed everything about it, aside from a bug that happened when we played. The spirit that would wander around kept camping the spawn, so we kept dying over and over a lot, more than we should have. That was incredibly frustrating. Oh yeah, I died a lot too. Fuck that. Yeah, I think that actually was, I don't know if it's a bug. I just think that if you die near the spawn, the spirit just chills there. Like he's like the spirit's on like a, what do you call it, like a route. And if you die at the spawn, the spirit will just chill there for like 20 seconds and then go back to their route. But if you keep respawning and dying, then it'll just stay there and it'll actually just camp. So when you die, you're supposed to, like near the spawn, you're supposed to wait like 2 minutes and then go back out or some shit. I don't know. Have a good stream and good night. You too. What's so aggravating? No, it was a bug. It's not supposed to stay camping there. I believe they finally fixed it. Oh, that's probably because you played it when it first came out. Yeah. I believe you. I mean, it happened to me too. Like, I think it's fixed now, but back then it was kind of bullshit. I think the only other thing that really like angered me with that was that all the useless items, right? Because like when you typically play a horror map, you you think that every object is useful. You're like, oh, what's this hammer for? What's this like crowbar or some bullshit? You're just like, oh, I should collect all these items, and then you find out that like 90% of the items are just decoys. So you just wasted your time. Because typically when you play like a VR chat horror map or any like game in general, they give you an object for a purpose, right? But in this game, they literally just had decoys everywhere. What's up, Iron? Yeah, it really threw me off. Yeah, like I think it threw everybody off. I don't think anyone was like 200 IQ, like this is a decoy. Like no one would think that unless they already knew. So it really, I would say it just padded the time to like if it normally took you like 4 hours to beat it, like it probably just an hour of just added like waste of time, because then you're like, oh, this object probably is useful for somewhere. Because like for example, I would take objects to the water area, like keys and shit that weren't even useful. Like I was just like, oh, we need to, like, oh yeah, they gave you gears, right? And I was like, oh, maybe you put the gear in the thing downstairs, and no, you didn't. Like it wasn't even useful. Wasted my time. Yeah. Anyway, next question. I asked Oathmeal, how was your avatar changed over time? Your most recent avatar is made by Shanzo, I think. Oathmeal responds by saying, not too much has really changed to be honest. Aside from clothing and hairstyles, I went from having long black hair to just it being tied up, and now back to long again. Next thing I want done by Shanzo will actually have shorter hair again. But I'll need to get the art for that completed before I can commission him. Some people have also said that they think the chest has gotten bigger, but that's false. The chest has always looked smaller than it is because of the clothing. My first outfit was basically a corset that squished the chest down. The outfit after that was really baggy, hoodie. With the new avatar, I'm wearing an actual t-shirt so you can actually see more of the assets. One thing that did change in size, though, is the height. I am just a bit taller with that model change. Okay. Yeah, I did say to you, I think I DM'd you when I read this, when you originally answered these questions. I said, when you increase scale of an avatar, technically speaking, the entire body is large, or gets bigger. So technically speaking, your chest did get bigger. 200 IQ play. Yes. Just saying, Yeah, which definitely makes sense with this. Shanzo intentionally made the taller one, made me taller during creating. That's why it, I guess, showed aging, maybe growth. Yeah, you grew up, Oathmeal. Finally, you're not 3 foot anymore. You're finally an adult now. Congratulations. You can drink now. You can rent a car or something. I don't know. What do you do? Sort of like with Jacoba. Jacoba grew up too. Very true. I think it's interesting because, like, when you think about, like, when you watch, like, old, like, VR chat videos, like, everybody was, like, really short or, like, tiny. And then, like, over the past, like, 3 years now, everyone's, like, grown up. Like, there's, like, they start off as, like, a lolly or something, and then they slowly age up. That didn't happen for me, obviously. I went from a bearded guy to a high anime girl, and that was it. That's my transformation, right? That's my aging process. That was it. I didn't start small or anything. Big transformation. Yeah, I have a lot of plot armor now. Before I didn't have any plot. Now I do. Rose Dude also grew up too. I think for the longest time, I never understood playing as a short character.
Oh, there's a lot of you.
Hold on one second.
That's okay. I can handle all of you at once.
Yo, thanks so much for the raid. I never understood playing a short character until like literally like a week or two ago. Because then I randomly like found like a short avatar, like a really like tiny like 1 foot like Jotaro from JoJo, and then I was just like, and then I like used it in VR, and I was just like, holy crap, everything is massive, and I'm just like, what's happening? So when I looked at a nice hot anime woman, she looked massive, and I was just like, I can get used to this, you know? Just saying. Everything gets larger, you know? There's a lot of people who should play short characters for interesting reasons. Yes, bigger thighs, yes. If I'm in my hoodie avatar, short people get a view? That's right. That's actually true. Like, when I look down on someone who's shorter than me, like I can't see people, okay? If you're shorter than me, like massively shorter, not massively, but like really short, I can't see you. My assets are in the way. I can't see people anymore. And I'm like, who's talking? Who's there? I can't see. You know, when they look up me, they see up my skirt, and I'm just like, they see my assets. You know, I'm just like, what the heck? Alpha has a short skirt. Yeah, it reminds me of a story of my good friend Vigor. When he first played VRChat 3 years ago, he would crawl on the floor. This is before you had PlaySpace Mover, so he was literally crawling on the floor, and he'll look up anime girl skirts. Good times. He did that constantly, and then he would take pictures and have a collection. Christ. Vigors? Yeah, it's true. It's actually true. You can ask him that question if you ever see him. Anyway, next question. How's your experience with Phasmophobia? Oathmeal answers by saying, Phasmophobia has been an absolute blast. It's always nice to see new games come out that are different from the norm. And I feel like this game is a great example of that. Unfortunately, there's not that much content out for it just yet, though, but it's also
there's
indie.
a lot of you. That's
1
okay.
second.
I can handle all of you at once.
Turmeric, thanks so much for the raid slash host. Sorry, I had to find my place. But it's also indie, and I know that they have more than... Sorry. And I know they have more than they plan on releasing so far. I'm enjoying what the game has brought to the table, though. A couple really good scares for me, too. One of my favorite moments was when playing was in the school. I was against a ghost named Nancy, who took around 15 to 20 minutes to pop up for a picture. Was required for one of the objectives. After getting her picture, we were heading towards the door to leave, and right as I was at the door getting ready to walk out, I screamed out, "Fuck you, Nancy," and she slammed the door in my face immediately and started hunting. As expected, ended up dying. Instant karma. That actually happened to me and the school, too. I remember, it was like, didn't it happen to that guy? We were fucking playing, and then we were right at the door, like the exit, and the door slammed in front of me, and I was fucking shit myself. I haven't played.
And you guys got
Yeah. I haven't played Phasmophobia in a while, but I hate going to the asylum in the school. I just think they're a big waste of time, because like you get the same amount of money and you're just spending more time trying to find one ghost. I feel like they should be like change it to make it so you get more money or some bullshit, or maybe like it so there's like multiple ghosts to make it harder. I don't know. Nancy, give us a thine. Yeah, exactly. Asylum is so difficult, so how huge it is. Yeah, we went to the asylum, we couldn't find shit. We didn't even know where the ghost was, so we just gave up. We kept getting hunted like 10 times, and we never saw the ghost once. It was so dumb. So I just do houses, because the map is just way too massive. High school isn't too bad because the layout is simple. Yeah, it's like 2 floors. But it still like takes a while. It took us a while, and I was kept provoking the ghost. We found the room, but the ghost would never like actually appear. And I just kept like cussing out the ghost like constantly for like 5 minutes, and nothing happened. So we just left. Oh, we met in the basement of the asylum. I get you. Anyway, next question. What was your thoughts on being a VTuber, or becoming a VTuber, or having an avatar represent your stream while playing games that is not VRChat? Oathmeal responds by saying, Probably a very unpopular opinion here, but I personally really hate the term VTuber. At this point, it feels like a bandwagon term that everybody is jumping on, especially due to the increased attention it has been getting. There's actually been a handful of people that get a bunch of attention just based off the look of their live 2D model that they commissioned, to the point they amass a rather decently sized following before even doing a debut. They just post pictures of their model or short little snippets of them making it move around, and people go wild without even knowing anything about the person. It's people gaining a following without really releasing any actual content, and that's just crazy to me. All that said, I'm totally for having a virtual avatar represent you in your streams, and I even do it myself. I've been doing it by utilizing VRChat before Suva came out, which was incredibly difficult, but I would use the alpha setting on the camera and the VR headset while playing other games on stream. I have plenty of friends who even labeled themselves as VTubers, and that's totally fine. I just personally refuse to call myself a VTuber. Yeah, I will say this. You're entitled to your opinion, right? So, I get what you're saying, though, right? Like, in the past, year or something like that, it almost seems like everyone and their mom just, came out of nowhere. Just like, I'm a VTuber, too. And what seems kind of crazy to me is when, you see someone who's been streaming for, let's just say, 5 years, and they already have, 1 million followers or something, and out of nowhere, they're like, I'm going to become a VTuber. And I'm just like, alright, I guess. I don't know. I get what you're saying, though. It's kind of like a band. It's the same thing of most, game genres, right? Like, everyone jumped on Phasmophobia. People jump on VRChat when big streamers come on. People hopped on Fall Guys when that was popular, you know? It's all trends. Most definitely. It's just weird to see everyone jump aboard with it. Everyone and their grandma wants to become one. Well, I think the bottom line is just it's just how the way the world works, right? If there's a trend, people will try it out or do it or whatever, right? I think the problem that I have with people potentially becoming VTubers or getting interested in it is that they're unaware of the cost of it, right? To get a good 2D model or 3D model can literally cost $1,000 or a couple of thousands of dollars, and you have to find an artist, you have to do all this stuff and blah blah blah, and it costs literally all this money and all this stuff to even do, and some people just don't understand it, and I don't know. I just think that if you're going to get into it, you should know the costs and understand what it's for and stuff like that. That's all I gotta say. It's actually relatively cheaper to get a 3D model done. It depends. There's some people that I know that 3D model could cost $2,000, $5,000. Depends on the avatar creator. But obviously, if you're someone who's from VRChat, you can probably get a good from scratch model for less than $500. Obviously. But if you're going for a studio quality 3D model, from those what do you call those fuck, the English or the Japanese what's her name, Kazumi AI, avatars like that. I was trying to think of I'm not trying to think of the 2D ones. I'm trying to think of the 3D ones. But there are definitely ones that are out there made by professional people that definitely are cost a few $1,000. I will say this, however, I said this before. I do agree that I think that 3D is cheaper, because when you get a 3D model, you also get a base, or you should get a base, and then you just add clothes to it, like you're playing Barbie doll, you know, you're playing dress up, you know. You can have a base, and then you add 50 outfits to it. If you own a 2D model, you literally buy a 2D model, and then if you want to get another outfit for a 2D model, you're going to have to pay the full price again, because they have to re-rig everything, all the layers and all that stuff. So let's say a ballpark, let's just say a 2D model is $2,000. You have to pay another $2,000 to get a separate outfit just for that 2D model. So if you're going to be a 2D person, you're probably only going to have one outfit, maybe two. Maybe. If you're lucky, or you got some sort of strike a deal or something like that. If you're a 3D person, you're going to have probably a lot of outfits. That's the difference, I think. Vocaloid, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. 2D is restricted. You can move the arms or anything. 3D with Suva, you can move hand tracking. I've seen the hands move of 2D tracking. I don't know how it works. I definitely seen it before. I don't know anything about 2D stuff, really, but I've definitely seen some people do some sort of hand stuff. I don't know if it's like fake, where they just click a button and then just waves or something. I don't know. That's another topic entirely, but you're not wrong. Being a mute streamer honestly isn't that easy. Oh, I think I missed what this said. I think a bit of it is people seeing VR chat streamers growing. Some mute streamers are making a ton of money, so people think, oh, I can just do that, even though most people don't have the ability or skill to be entertaining as a mute. Well, I think I've always said this hot take. I do think that mutes can be more interesting than talkers. I think if you're going to be a mute, whether it's a lifestyle choice or you're born that way, you really have to understand that like a lot of his body language, a lot of it is moving, like your personality, your quirkiness, right? And to really nail this point in, actions speak louder than words. You know, that's all I got to say about that. You know, I've definitely done a lot of interviews over the past year, and I definitely do think that when I interview mutes, I can learn a lot more things. You know, about somebody. It's all about how you present yourself. You have to be entertaining and be able to share your personality with people. If you can't do it with your voice, it can be very difficult to manage that. Yeah, that's why like a lot of mutes that I've met have been mutes for years. They didn't just like, start like a week ago or something like that. They didn't just like be like, oh, I'm going to be a mute now. Like, I just don't think, I've never heard of someone doing that. It's usually they've been around for a long time. But anyway, to finish off this point about like VTubers and stuff like that, I think it's cool. It definitely depends on the community. Like a lot of artists become like VTubers because they draw and stuff like that. I think that's cool. I definitely think that if you're going to become a VTuber, understand what it's all about and understand the community that you're going to be joining and being part of, whether it's 2D or 3D. Fully understand the cost and everything like that. Understand what you're being a part of. That's all I have to say. Obviously, I do consider myself a VTuber, even though I primarily just play VR chat and occasionally play other games. But I think it's interesting. It's definitely something I never really thought about. When I first played VR chat, I didn't think about that I'm going to have an avatar represent myself. I just thought VR chat was like a silly, weird game, and then here I am, 100% agree. There's a lot to go with it. It's good to do the research and know what you're getting into. Absolutely. Anyway, next question. What are your thoughts and opinions on the Twitch DMCA stuff going on right now? Oathmeal responds by saying, I think it makes sense, especially since we as streamers don't generally own the rights or have the license to play the music in our streams. At the same time, I think it's very tragic, though, too, as a lot of people are losing their streams over this, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I personally think that strikes should fall off over time and not be permanent. Sometimes music plays by accident because of games using, licensed music, or even for IRL streamers out and about, and that's not always something that can be avoided. Nobody goes to a gaming live stream to listen to the music. They go to watch the streamer. The music is just background noise, so things aren't so monotonous or quiet. I'm honestly hoping that in the near future, Twitch manages to work with major record labels so that we can listen to what we want on stream again. I have a huge playlist I built over the years, and I really need my music. LOL. Well, actually, Twitch is I had at least one deal, and that's with Monster Cat Media. You have to pay $5 to get it a month, I think. But there's also something that people have been, I guess, like triggered or angry about is that if you pay for this license, you also get like Twitch affiliate for free, which a lot of people are mad about. Which, I mean, it's, is what it is. I mean, all I gotta say is if you want to like work for Twitch Twitch affiliate, then don't get Monster Cat Media. Just get affiliate the legitimate way. For the people that worked for that in the past, it's a slap in the face to me. So I get the outrage. I can understand it to a point. I definitely think like, yeah, because like if you were to start streaming today, I could just be like, oh, I just pay $5, I get affiliate automatically. Here's some subs, whatever, blah blah blah. I just paid $5 to get a free thing. Well, for other people that work really hard and stream, tirelessly to get affiliate, those first like couple followers or couple viewers are people that can like, define, your foundation for your stream, right? So you already can start with like a small little community, or you can just automatically just start with affiliate, and then, go that method. I definitely can see as being disrespectful for the old community, but I don't know, just the way it is, you know. Another part of it too is that just because you have affiliate doesn't mean you gain a following. You just got to build up your community. Absolutely, I agree with that. Some people, like, if you did pay for the $5, you got affiliate automatically. It doesn't automatically mean like, oh my god, I'm gonna have 50 followers or 50 viewers automatically next stream. Poggers, like, no, it just means that you get access to emotes and stuff and whatever else. I forget affiliate has now, but you get a couple of emotes, you get some stuff, whatever, bits and two. I can see people being pissed, but it doesn't really give you a huge boost or anything. You don't suddenly have more viewers. Monstercat just wants the people with license to be making money, so they get some too. I just want Twitch the same route Facebook did. Yeah, didn't Facebook like hire or like buy a bunch of licenses to like major music labels? So that's what I would like to do. I mean, come on, Twitch. Listen, all right? Twitch is owned by Amazon, and Amazon's owned by the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos. Are you implying that Jeff Bezos can't buy these licenses? Like, come on, bro. Or maybe he just doesn't care, because, like, Twitch is, like, his side thing. It's not, like, his main company, which is Amazon, right? So, I don't know. But I definitely think that Twitch should work with music labels and try and figure out, you know, like, I would be down 100% if they made like Monstercat Media, where like if you paid like $50 a month or $10, or maybe it was like if you get Twitch Turbo, which blocks all ads, by the way. If you bought like Twitch Turbo, it was like packaged in with a bunch of music and shit. I think people would buy it. If you don't know what Twitch Turbo is, it's basically a subscription fee to Twitch, where basically if you get Twitch Turbo, you don't see any ads in anybody's streams. I think that's, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen anyone with Turbo, but yeah. Where they're working with the labels now. Oathmeal says it. So if you play the music you enjoy without worrying as much about losing everything. I just had Turbo since before Twitch existed, back when it was Justin TV Pro. Damn, I never got Turbo. I never like saw the benefit towards it. But if I feel like if they did what I just said, I think it would revive it. What about Amazon Music? Share it with Twitch, maybe? Yeah, they could do that too. Turbo supports creators from the ads without having to watch them. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. I don't know. Twitch has to figure it out. But it's really shitty. I think the worst part is what you brought up, was that if you get a strike, it's permanent on your channel. If you get 3 strikes, you're out, just like in baseball. Like, what the fuck is that shit? It could be like 5 years later, and if you get like another strike, you can get banned. Like, what is that? Like, normally when you get like, let's say you got banned for, I don't know, something bad on your stream, right? Somebody did something stupid, you get suspended for 24 hours. Typically how it works on Twitch is if you get suspended and then you have like good behavior, quote unquote good behavior, over like, I don't know, let's just say 6 months or a year, that ban sort of like you get a clean slate again, you're fine again. But if you get banned within like 3 or 4 times within like a month, then you get it permanently banned. That's usually how it works. If you have good behavior over a long period of time, sort of like those strikes against your channel like disappear, unless it's like something really bad. Also, we'll be taking questions in the chat after I read up all the questions here first. Sorry, guys. So I'll let you guys know when I'm taking questions from chat. Anyway. Next question. Favorite game of 2020? What would you nominate for Game of the Year? Oathmeal responds by saying, this is difficult for me to answer because I don't really look into new games that come out. So I generally miss a lot of games unless I see other people playing something. If I had to pick, I'd probably go with Phasmophobia, but again, I don't really play new games, lol. Alright, I mean, it's a fair point. I think maybe you'll get, what do you call it? They have, like, VR Game of the Year. So maybe Phasmophobia might win that, because the Game Awards are happening, like, in 2 weeks or something. Okay. I'm like the worst player when it comes to knowing what's coming out. I'm picky of the games I play and don't usually check new stuff out. Well, the new game that's coming out that everyone's hyped in their mom is Cyberpunk 2077 coming out December 10th. So that is not out yet, but everyone and their mom wants to play it. Yeah, I think you'll be grabbing that for sure. I'm super hyper of Cyberpunk. Yeah. Anyway, next question. Thoughts on the roleplay in the lobby of the Golden Gator as you've been going there here and there? Oathmeal responds by saying, I think it's honestly a lot of fun. It can get really awkward at times, especially when they bring up certain specific topics, but I find myself enjoying the RP there. Rob's lobbies used to be a lot more closed off to people, but it has evolved into something that's almost welcoming to just about everyone. I think that's something great. Yeah, I think the lobby has evolved a lot. Oath responds by saying, though I've heard the character message is useless since the game stays in first person or something. What the fuck? Is that true? No fucking way. Imagine like spending like 10 hours like designing your character for Cyberpunk and then out of nowhere it's just like has first person only loser. That can't be right. That sounds dumb as fuck. Anyway, I really do enjoy Rob's lobbies. I think the interesting thing is how Rob's lobbies has evolved over time. Because I remember like a long time ago he didn't allow like lollies in or even mutes at certain points. And now he's like, you know, he has a redemption arc where he's like allowing more people in and being more inclusive rather than exclusive. So that's always nice to see. Seeing more people get involved with the community and stuff like that. And they're in Snowbreeze, who works for Rob and making the Bricktown world. It's actually getting more and more updated, and I've been talking to Snowbreeze off stream, but like she's been giving me tours of the map, and it's like way bigger. It's like a couple blocks now, like the size of the map. It's like a mini like GTA, honestly. And I think it's really cool because then you have like the possibility of having more people spread around the map and not just being in the bar. Like you could go down the street to like the police station or whatever, you know. You see your character when driving in third person or motorcycles or in the inventory menu. I think the game should just have a option where you can just, you know, go over the shoulder or something, you know? Like, come on. Well, they still don't really like lollies there, but they seem to give them a chance to change avatars now. That's true. I mean, back in the day, Rob would literally just kick them without even blinking. Yeah. Oaf says they let them change avatars instead of pulling them aside privately and kicking them immediately, which, to BH, when watching Rob's stream, I would laugh when that would happen. He made it hilarious. Well, how he usually did it was like he would ask someone near him and just be like, all right, we need to take out the trash or something. And then you'll have like Forerunner like pull out his gun and just shoot them. And then right when he shoots them, like the lolly dies or something. I mean, it is what it is, you know? Shit. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's his lobby, his rules, right? It's not like it's a public lobby. It's always like a friends plus. It used to be friends plus. Now it's like friends only or private or whatever. So, you know, he would sometimes pull them into the bathroom and have them go in the stall where someone would stab them and then kick them after. Yeah, that also happened. He also allows furries in. That's because he's part of the furry community, don't you know? Stay true to the RP, yeah. That's a +1. Anyway. Is there any big events you're planning for the next year? Oaf responds by saying, when it comes to how I do things, I generally don't plan anything. I would like to attend Twitchcon 2021 if it happens and is safe, but aside, I can't think of anything specific regarding events. As for events with my content, I have always been someone that sucks at planning, if anything, so I really don't know. I just kind of go with the flow of things. He's a scaly? Yeah, but a scaly is like a subcategory of furry. Look it up. I did my research. Actually, you can't even call him a scale anymore. He's just a man with a robot arm. He's just a cyborg. So, but yeah, I really want to do TwitchCon again. I never actually attended any conventions before, not TwitchCon, not nothing, because the year I was supposed to go, I had to cancel because of college, and then this year I was actually wanting to go, but obviously COVID happened. It would have been interesting if I went this year because I only got partnered like 3 months ago, so I would have actually went like to TwitchCon as a partner, and I've been like, oh hell yeah, partner party. I don't know anything about the partner, but I don't know. It would have been interesting, but I think next year I'll probably more than likely attend and be like, what's up, gamers? 2019. Oaf says 2019 TwitchCon was a blast, mainly the parties. The convention itself sucked. It was meeting the people that made it great. That and we did Disney the week before TwitchCon. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. I do agree. Like, from everybody like that I've talked to about TwitchCon, everybody says like you don't go to the convention to actually do the events. You go there for the parties and to meet people, and that's it. Like it's more like you're paying money to like meet people. Like that's it. Like to go to like the VR chat meetup or to like socialize and drink with your friends and go to bars and stuff like that. You don't go to TwitchCon and be like, oh, gee whiz, man, Twitch rivals, let's go watch PUBG or something. Like, maybe some people are into that. I don't know, but I don't think so. Wolf says, yes, right spot on, and I also was nervous about it at first, but asked Jacoba. They probably remember me being drunk or high the whole time and having a blast. I mean, let's be real here. If we're going to go to TwitchCon, you might as well start partying. Blaze it up. Networking party. Yeah, I mean, another reason you go to TwitchCon is literally the network. I'm not even joking. Like, you literally, everyone and their mom probably has business cards. You're probably just, like, tossing them out everywhere, you know? Weagle's lead in Cali. You got to do what you can. Yeah, I get you. I mean, I don't care if people smoke or drink. It's their business. I know it's legal. I mean, I live in Canada. It's legal everywhere where I'm from. I mean, in Canada, I can literally grow. Like, you're allowed to grow 3 plants in my city. I can literally grow weed and no one can say anything. You know? I also, Jacob says, I was so scared actually, but yeah, it was amazing. And yep, it's perfect for networking, Ulf says. Jacob says, remember you showing up with Panda Express and weed? Priorities were spot on. Anyway, I need to get through all these questions. Thoughts on serious RP versus improv RP? Which do you prefer? Oaf responds by saying, I think both are fine, though I prefer improv RP. I like stuff that's mostly lighthearted, good fun. Serious RP can, of course, be great, but there's much more stress in that. For me, during the RP back in 2018, I was drinking almost every time I took part of it just to kill my anxiety, and I wasn't even a huge part of it. I did have a lot of fun during the crossover, though, and met a lot of great people that way, you included. That's true, it's true. I got to meet Oathmeal and Landfear because of the crossover episode. I was like, what's going on here, brother? What are these damn cat girls doing here? I don't understand. That was me. I was like, you want to see one of my girlies? Yeah, that was me. Good times. That was actually like literally like almost 2.5 years ago. I met you, Oaf. Good times, but I was drunk the whole time. Listen, I'll admit it. I kind of figured you were, because just the way that you were walking around, you're fucking wobbling around. I was like, I didn't say anything, but I definitely knew that you were drinking, because it was like I kept seeing you drinking something like this, and I was just like, they're drinking. There's no way. Like the way the RP was going, I definitely could tell like some people were drinking. Full body makes it obvious, Ulf says. Yeah. Yeah. Time flies. Yeah, now look at us. Now I'm a talk show host, and you're still the same. I mean, I don't know. You're just taller now. I'll do it all again. It was fun. for what it was. I mean, it was an event that you like openly wanted to go to every day. Like everyone would be like, "Oh my god, next tomorrow something epic's gonna happen," and nothing ever happened. Anyway, any funny moments to remember in your adventures from VRChat in the past 3 years? Ulf responds by saying, "Oh man, when asked questions like this that put me on the spot, my mind immediately goes blank. My memory's already really bad though, too, so it's kind of a mix of that. Honestly though, a lot of my best memories were turned into videos and uploaded to my YouTube channel. I would probably say just about any time Crumbster was involved ended up at the top of my list though. When you bring in him and Emmett together, it becomes such a shit show. It's always a good time that's bound to have me laughing. The first time I met them both, I was on the floor because I was laughing that hard. My favorite quote from Crumbster that day was probably quote, "Emmett, if you're any more inbred, you'll be a fucking sandwich," end quote. That and him telling Emmett to go back to the Paneria bread bathroom he crawled out of. Interesting. Paneria. Listen, that's what it says. It says Panera space bread. Is that how you say that? Paneria? How do you... Listen, I'm illiterate, okay? I'll admit it, okay? I'm a talk show host, but I'm also illiterate. Panera. Oh, Panera. Oh, sorry. See, I'm dyslexic, okay? Let's be real here. Anyway. Moving on. Any thoughts on other VR social games like Neos VR, Chill VR, and Oasis VR? Ulf responds by saying, "Right now, I don't think they're worth playing unless you have friends to jump on there with you, but that's also because they don't exactly have a big enough community of their own just yet. I think it would require a boom for them to get the attention they need to blossom, similar to what VRChat went through with the Knuckles meme, even with VRChat constantly breaking things with almost every update." I mean, I agree. I mean, I've also got a key to another VR social game called Helios, which is made with Unreal Engine. All these, like, alternative social games, they don't, like... They have, like, less than, like, 20 players. So, I do agree. Unless, like, some big boom or, like, let's say hypothetically, I think the only way VRChat would blow up, maybe, is if VRChat got banned from Twitch and you were forced to play, like, Chill Out or Neos. Like, you couldn't stream. Like, obviously you would have to have like me and Rob and all these other streamers literally hop ship to stream to the other social game. So like, that's the only way, you know, I think, honestly. Wolf says that's the rough spot. If you go on there, you won't really see that many people there. Yeah, I went on like earlier today. There was like 10 people in Chill Out VR and they're all in front of a mirror just talking. And I was just like, all right. Jacob, I'll give VRChat props that this recent patch was a good feature release and nothing broke. Hey, amen. Finally, a good patch. When's the last time before this we had a good patch? Hey, real talk. Wolf says, Jacob, but definitely at first, though, I've actually did hear about people having issues logging after this update. Anyway. We're almost done with these questions. I just need to wrap them up. And then we'll start taking questions from the chat. How's it being Rob's Friday fling? Ulf responds by saying, "It's been fun. My first time meeting Rob back in 2018 wasn't exactly a good experience or great experience. But over time, he's become someone that I've actually have a lot of respect for. The Friday fling RP started with something I never expected. And it was certainly very awkward at first, but has been hilarious to be part of. It has always been going on for over a year, and that's crazy to think about. Yeah, you gotta make sure Rob's in check, you know. Voice bug still in the game? Absolutely. The alpha opens in beta next month. I mean, I've had Chill VR for like a year. I'm not saying it's like dead or anything. It's not. It's just like it's just gonna take a while. I think it's gonna take a good while for like another game that's gonna take over VR chat or even have a fighting chance. My big thing, I think what's really going to take over is Gary's Mod 2. It's already been confirmed by Gary Newman. He's already working. I already showed some alpha gameplay or screenshots. I think if anything's going to try and kill VR chat, quote unquote, would be Gary's Mod 2. Rob has definitely become a lot more approachable. Is it going to be a Gary's Mod 2? Yeah, it's already been confirmed. It literally was like announced like a couple weeks ago. Gary Newman, the guy who made Rust and Gary's Mod like 15 years ago, he's currently working on Gary's Mod 2 using the Source 2 engine, which was used to make Half-Life Alyx. So he showed he made like a blog post. He's been talking about it. So it might take. I'm going to say this right now. Gary's Mod 2 is not going to come out like in the next 6 months or something. All right, it's going to take like 2 or 3 years. So VRChat's got until like 2023, or some shit. I didn't hear about this either. I also watch what's that guy's name? Valve News Network or whatever his name is. He basically covers everything that's related to Valve. He's like a super nerd, and he was talking about it, so it's true. I also follow Gary Newman on Twitter, so that helps. Time's been flying by. I'll be here before we know it. Are we on Gary's Mod 11 or further though? I don't think Gary's Mod, like the original, is going to get updated anymore. I think they're all focusing on Gary's Mod 2, to be honest. Anyway, next question. What do you think about my show, Late Night of Rebel? The last time you've been on it was over a year ago. Wolf responds by saying, I think it's great. I see you've been doing interviews with people all the time and also watched one of the podcast things you did for a group. It's nice to see you stay on top of things and watch how your channel has been growing over time. I'm glad you're still having fun with it. It's obvious it's something you're still really passionate about. Yeah, absolutely. The last podcast I did was with my 200 episode of Iron, Big Boy, Autumn, and Jades. It was a good time. Except for when Iron showed up an hour late. Anyway. As for the talk show, yeah, I've obviously, this is a lot more different than what I had a year ago. I've definitely spent a lot more money, time, and effort developing this show, having an actual dedicated camera person like Dead Guy or Lofty, having a soundboard, having people in the audience, slowly over time, doing more shows. Like I do a fashion show every 2 weeks in VRChat. A lot more things. Yeah, relax. I was watching that while relaxing my beanbag chair. Awesome. Yeah. I also I plan on taking my show outside of VRChat, so I'm gonna start doing interviews over Discord, because there's a lot of people that are afraid of playing VRChat, if that makes sense. They don't want to upload their avatar, or their, for example, VTubers and stuff don't want to upload their avatars, or they don't even know how to play VRChat. So I'm trying to expand to a larger audience, and if I take my show outside of VRChat, that means I have unlimited possibilities of interviewing anyone. I can interview anybody, like a Call of Duty commentator, or someone who plays Overwatch, or real people, or VTubers, or whatever you want to call it. I can do that. Expanding is definitely a great idea. That's what Wolf says. Yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to think of the next idea. I'm always trying to think of new ideas, bright ideas to expand in my show and for VRChat and for other things. Whoops. Don't worry about that. I just totally slapped you with this ruler, but don't worry about it. Real people? Well, you know what I mean. People who play Call of Duty or use the actual face cam. Okay, whatever. Anyway, next question. Any anime or shows you recommend for people to watch? Oaf responds by saying, haven't really watched any new anime lately, but my favorites are Death Note and Tokyo Ghoul. I have tattoos for both. As for TV shows, I really enjoy Supernatural. I've rewatched that show way too many times and probably will watch it again once the series comes to an end, which is actually very soon. Anyone that hasn't seen Avatar, The Last Airbender, or Legend of Korra should highly consider watching those two because they're seriously great. My brother's actually really into Supernatural. So yeah. Real tattoos. Yeah. Not tattoos on the Avatar. Real tattoos. On your real body. What? Yeah, in real life, yeah. Hold on, let me Let me switch avatars real quick. 1 second here. Because I'm on the wrong avatar here. I put on my ruler mode. 1 second here. There we go. See, now I have emotions. Yeah, there we go. The only tattoo on my avatar that I have on my face, the paw print. Supernatural ended last week. Didn't that show last like 10 years or something? I don't know. I never watched it. I know my brother watched it. He was like addicted to it. The only show like I watched that I was addicted to was The Walking Dead, but I haven't watched that in years. Ever since Rick left the show, I just never really cared after that. Anyway. Next question. Thoughts on the big boom of VTubers and possibly more players towards VR chat and online personalities? Oath says, like I said before, I don't personally care too much about the whole VTuber trend. I do like checking out clips from people like Gura or Sakura Miku, actual VTubers even on YouTube. Oh snap, shots fired, LOL. I butcher both those names. I'm illiterate. But I know those are that's like the shark girl, right? And the like dog girl or whatever. But other than that, I don't care too much about the whole thing. Call me a VTuber hipster, but I think enjoyed it more when not everyone was jumping on board to become one. For people finding VR chat is always great though. Means plenty of new faces and new potential friends. In my opinion, having a new influx of users in a social game is always important. Oh, the dog girl's the other one, Kuromi or whatever it's called. Okay, well, I clearly I don't watch them. I don't know. I'm too busy. I run my own show. All right, I only have so much free time. The shark girl and the redhead. Okay. It's crazy how much money they get for super chat. Yeah, they're on YouTube. I wonder what would happen. They're only on YouTube, right? They don't go on Twitch. It's kind of weird. Guess it's under a contract or something. Anyway, favorite classic game you go back to playing every so often? Elf responds by saying Counter-Strike will always be a classic game I go back to. I always play the original. StarCraft, an old friend, when they come into town to visit, the game is mostly dead, from what I understand, but the servers are still up, and I still have a huge folder with really old maps I used to enjoy. Yeah, StarCraft is definitely very much old and no one really plays it. But Counter-Strike definitely is still alive. People play 1.6 all the time. YouTube takes 40% of earnings, so keep that in mind when they're getting all those donos. They also have to pay money back to HoloLive too, plus taxes. Yeah, StarCraft was such a great game. It will always be one of my favorites. Specifically HoloLive. Yeah, I mean... You got to realize that if you're going to be one of those like HoloLive like sponsored streamers and stuff like that, it's like a huge undertaking, right? Like a lot of like the earnings you get, like probably more more than half the money that you make is probably like you don't even see, like it's gone. You also got to pay taxes, you got to do all that stuff. So like all in all, they definitely make money, but not as much as you probably think. Anyway, last question, then we'll start taking questions from chat. What are you grateful for in regards to the VR chat community and your community? Ulf responds by saying, when it comes to the VR chat community, I'm grateful for how welcoming and open it can be. Regardless of who you are, there's a community within VR chat for almost anyone. And I think that's great. Experiencing VR chat and meeting new people through it helped me better understand others and also helped me become a more patient person. It also helped me meet some amazing people who have become great friends over the years, and I'll always be grateful for that. I'm also grateful for the support my community has shown me over the years. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for their support. I've run into a lot of issues over the years, and there's always been encouraging and have managed to bring up my mood back up. That's great. They've certainly changed my life for the better, and that's something I'll never take for granted. Hey, amen. I think you put it nicely said, But we're, literally an hour into the interview. We'll start taking questions from chat for the next little while, and then we'll wrap it up. So if anybody has any questions for Oathmeal and I, please write them in the chat. I'll do my best to answer your question. If I do miss it, you can copy and paste it again. There's definitely going to be some questions I may not take if they're not good enough or whatever, or personal. Sometimes people want to answer personal questions. Anyway, also if Oathmeal has any questions for me, Uno reversal card here, you can also ask me some questions as well. Visage stream one oath. What's up, Viviana? Favorite band / artist? I don't know. I just watch a lot of shit, or not watch. Like I listen to a lot of music. I mean, I listen to everything, even country. I don't know. I switch like stuff every so often. Like I like Metallica. I like Linkin Park. I like Nine Inch Nails. Bunch of stuff. Some medium artists. Bunch of stuff. I'm just all over the spectrum, whatever I'm in the mood for. Some synthwave, lo-fi hip hop. Let's see. Where did you get the inspiration from your current OC as far as design and style? All right. So where I got the idea for my OC / style brand was back in early 2019, while still as Kenny K. Kona as the bearded man. For a while, I wanted to rebrand. I wanted to have a new character, a new identity. And I tried several times, like at least 2 or 3 times, to like rebrand, where I didn't spend like enough time, but I sort of just like commissioned someone to make a female model, and it just didn't stick. Like people are just like, what the fuck is this? Like, why do you have this? This is stupid. So in early 2019, I decided to like sit down with an artist and actually create a character sheet, a front and back. And then we would go back and forth like for hours, like each day, like coming up with ideas and slowly designing my character over time. And the way how I designed my character was I wanted like a more mature, sort of like punk rock, sort of like tough biker chick looking character. That was the original concept, because I wanted to be different, but I didn't want to be too obscure or like too off the mark. So making like a tough biker chick type of character is just something that I enjoy, something I wanted to make my OC, my brand into. So it took until June of 2019 to actually get the model, to get the avatar made, and then that's when I rebranded. And I like the color black and red a lot, so that's one of the ideas why my character has red hair, like a lot of black and red. When I was designing like makeup and stuff like that, I got a lot of inspiration from movies like Lara Croft, like Tomb Raider, to games like Metroid, or Samus, to even reading manga like Prison School. I forget the president, the president of the underground school. Her eyes is this makeup. Like this is like her eye design, and like the way of like the characters, and like they're a lot more mature looking and stuff like that. That's just something that I personally enjoyed. So I decided to make my character look more pleasing to the eye, to at least to me. I know that in VR Chat, a lot of people play like a lot more younger characters or like teenagers and stuff like that. But I wanted to play something that like something I enjoyed. So yeah, I went for more like mature, like Dommy Mommy look, I guess. Well, I really like the design overall of the new OC. Yeah. Yeah, I also watched Demon Slayer, or whatever it's called. Demon Hunter, Demon Slayer. That was like the last anime I watched. That was a while ago, though. But yeah, I have more ideas. Like my next outfit is actually going to be a a cat girl maid. So I guess I'm going to be calling Oath. I'll be like, "Welcome home, Mistress Oathmeal," and I'll take orders. Tell me what to do. I already got the character sheet. I think I DM'd it to you. I'm 99% sure I did. So I'll get that eventually, probably in the next couple of weeks. It's just a temporary outfit. I'm not going to become a cat girl. It's just for an outfit. Like, one reason why I designed my character to be just be a human and not like be a cat girl, a fox girl, wolf girl, whatever, was because I've had the forethought to think that like in the years to come I could have an outfit where I just become like a succubus or a demon or a cat girl or a fox girl, like, you know, because when you think of an OC, right, if you make your OC into, hypothetically speaking here, a cat girl, you would have to technically have like every outfit to be a cat girl attached to something. You don't have to, but a lot of people do in VR chat. So I thought, like, if I just become a human, then I could just hypothetically say like, oh, that's just a cosplay or you know, whatever. So I have a lot more options. So I'm joking. He told me about it yesterday. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, I want to do a mage stream. I'm going to talk like this. Very monotonous and very monotone. And I'm going to take orders. The hype for that stream is real? Absolutely. What did you think of each other when you first met? Holy shit. Okay, well, when I first met Oathmeal was during the Chips season 4 Club Rogue arc, and at the time, it was when it was like it sort of felt like the Twitch streamers reversed the YouTube people, and so I was one of the Twitch streamers, and everybody on Nags' side was all the YouTubers. So it was like kind of like tension there, but like I don't know, I didn't really care for them. I was just kind of like, what? I was like, I'm just here. I'm just gonna roleplay and goof around and fuck around and just be stupid and silly. And I was like a really random ass character because everybody else in the RP was like very serious. They were just like, oh man, we gotta defeat Chips or Nags or whatever. And I'm just like, what's up, brother? Yo, what's going on, man? Like I was just sort of like the comedy, like I didn't give a fuck character. I was just like, I didn't give a shit. Like I was just having fun. And then I saw Oath and I was just like, there's this cat girl. I don't know. They're cool. You know. Wolf says, when Rebel and I first met, I was drunk. As I mentioned with the whole RP, I don't really remember 100%. I just remember him being a goofball. I mean, that's literally what I did. I mean, I remember it because I wasn't drunk, but I was just random as fuck. Like, Chips would have, like, these super serious, like, moments where he'd just be like, oh, we gotta, like, playing something, whatever, and then I'll just walk in and be like, yo, what's up, brothers, going on, man? Hell yeah, party. Like, I was, like, there's clips of that on his stream. I think they're all deleted if he deleted all his clips, but there's some old shit you can find of me just being random as fuck. Like, just, like, there'd be, like, super serious moment. I'd just be like, yo, brothers, going on? Like, just fucking, I don't know. I just killed all the tension, but, like, the chat was fucking eating that shit up. They're just like, this is funny. Probably that's why I didn't get kicked out of the lobby. If I was actually pissing people off, they probably would have kicked me out ages ago, you know? Joey's nice, though. He even paid for a whole group Korean barbecue down in Cali during TwitchCon. Hey, that's a real homie right there. I tell you what, Ulf. Yeah. I'll say, Nags went to, the Airbnb for Midnight Central, Whoops and the Boys, and he brought a bunch of beers and shit. What a homie. That's all, I wasn't there, but that's what they told me, so I don't know. I was supposed to go to the Midnight Central Airbnb about food poisoning. Oh, that sucks. Nickel night? No, it hasn't happened in a long time, dude. It's also Wednesday. The fuck? What is your preferred drink? I think if I was the answer, I don't know. I'm not super into like hard liquor. I'm a fucking lightweight. I want to be honest here. I don't really drink, but when I do, I drink just coolers and stuff like that, or what's properly named ciders. I just drink ciders. Is all I do. I drink a local cider by it's called Growers, Grower, Growers ciders, and they're local. I'm from Ontario, Canada, which is a province, whatever. Anyway, they do stuff in Niagara Falls, and it's just like pear and apple and Honeycrisp and stuff like that. I've drank normal beer before, and beer to me is kind of like hit or miss. So when I started drinking cider or trying it, I liked it a lot more. And so, and cider, by the way, has the same alcohol as beer. So if you're gonna say it's a pussy drink, you know, same alcohol level. So whatever. I definitely tried some hard liquor before, but like that shit, like if you don't mix that shit, what the fuck? Crack is always my go-to. Italian liquor. Right now I just finished a bottle of strawberry sojo though. Yeah. Yeah. Cracking. Listen, I'm down to drink some hard shit one day. One day. You know. That stuff costs a lot of money, you know. I can't start spending my Twitch paychecks on my liquor fund. I wish I could, but I don't make that much money, you know. So I just drink the basic stuff for now. Maybe one day I'll like pop out the fucking moonshine or something, you know. Then that's when the real party starts. That's when you start seeing me fucking at the parties, fucking going, all right, we're going on, you guys, fucking, you know. Wolf looks very comfortable. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what's up? What's up, Cal? What's up? By the way, you're taking questions from chat. So if anybody has any questions for Oaf and I, or if Oaf has questions from me. So. How would you guys suggest a new VRC? Sorry, how would you guys suggest a new VR chat get into RP these days? I don't understand what that means. How do you guys suggest a new VR chat? Or do you mean like VR character? How would you suggest a new VR character get into RP these days? I'm not quite sure what that means. I apologize. Who would be someone you would really love to have on your show to interview?
That's so nice of you. I'm a giver too.
Thanks for giving that sub.
Admiral Zakbar
To answer that question, who would I would want?
This is our first gift sub in the channel.
I don't know, probably someone like Soda Poppin' or like Moon. Soda Poppin' actually could be a possibility because I've actually interviewed Happy Thoughts. So, and technically speaking, Soda Poppin' did watch my interview with Happy Thoughts for like 5 seconds, if that counts. I feel like you could get. I think I could too. I think I honestly could. Moon might be possible. I don't know how to do it. Like, I can't just DM Soda and be like, yo, I interview people. Want to be on my show? It'd probably just be like, what the fuck? Who are you? I'd probably just have to ask him at some point in time whenever he plays VR chat. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if I didn't say that, who I really want is probably a VR chat dev, Chips, because I never interviewed him once. He's been dodging. And Lolathon, I've never been able to interview him because of time zones. So that's another person. And then the other person I really want to interview again would be Nags, but he's been donut-walling me for several months because he's just busy with other things. But eventually, you know. But to be honest, I probably really want to like interview like Soda Pop and Moon, someone like that. Or a dev. Could you get Seer on? Oh, I already interviewed Seer. I already interviewed a lot of the GTA boys on. I'd be surprised if you if you get a dev on here. That'd be almost impossible. Actually, I did talk to some of the VR chat devs like a long time ago, and they said no initially. But when I asked, like 2 months ago, when 3.0 came out, I was talking to some devs, and they actually wanted to come on to talk about 3.0. And then they were like, "Oh, we'll talk to you again like a week," and then that never happened. So I got donut walled again. But maybe it'll happen sometime. I don't know. I think one day the devs will come on here and it'll be cool. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. They just don't reply. Hey, I get Donowald, you know? For one who doesn't know what Donowald means, to explain the meme, it just means it's like talking to a brick wall, you know? You get ignored. That's all it means. Actually, I think you have an easier time getting a dev on here than either Chips or Nags. They're both hard to reach, if anything, even through Discord. Well, I talked to Chips. I went to Vera Prom last Saturday, and he was there. And you bet your ass I asked him, and he was like, dude, I only play, I get on to play WoW, and then I get on to do Ascension Academy, and then I sleep. And that's my schedule. I was just like, dude, come on, man. And he's like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm also moving out this Saturday, so my schedule is going to become a lot more flexible. Let's just say that. So maybe I'll have to stay up like really late or really early in the morning. You'd be like, come on, Chips, let's go. Come on, interview time. And he'll be half asleep, but we'll figure it out. Man, hello everyone, what's up? An interview for reporting? I mean, I interviewed Drumsy like a year ago. He's a reporter. Moxie's going to be coming by a lot more too, and he was on yesterday with Rob. Yeah, I knew that. I watched Rob's VODs. Yeah, I knew that Moxie's coming on. Look, Oathmeal's literally holding the microphone, literally. You should rotate it, by the way. If you press I and K and whatever the hell it is on the keyboard, you can rotate it. Yeah, there you go. You can also use mouse wheel to make it closer and further away. Where am I moving to? I'm moving to my older brother's house. So I'm going to have an actual dedicated a dedicated room, like an office. So I can actually use full body for the first time in my life properly. And I'll have a separate bedroom, and I also literally stream longer, and I also don't have to whisper at night. So holy shit, I can actually go to a party late night and drink with my homies and not have to be a whispering weirdo. Hell yeah, let's go. Only took 3 years. Still in Canada. Yeah, I'm still I'm moving a city away. I'm not gonna specifically say because that's personal, but let's just say it's not super far away. Did you hear Necronest is coming back and getting worked on? Yeah, it's getting worked on by Blue Haze, which is Rob's one of Rob's mutes, which I've interviewed, and she's working on it. I think that's cool. You know. Do you like head pats, Oathmeal? Well, when will Rebel join the when will Rebel join the Relegator lobby on a Friday? That'd be cool. I mean, the only reason I haven't joined Rob's lobby and I would randomly join once every 3 months is because I said it just explained 2 minutes ago. When I'm normally living where I am now with my parents, they go to bed at literally 9 o'clock or 10 minutes from now, and I don't want to go to an RP lobby and then whisper the entire time. I just think that's cringe, and everyone's just gonna make fun of me. So I'd rather just deal with it, and then when I move, I can actually attend. So when I actually move, I'll probably be around the Relegator probably more often. But don't expect me to be in every event or anything like that. I don't think they're just gonna be like, oh hey, what's up, dude? What, you just show up. You know what I mean? I'll be there here and there, but So I'll definitely be around more often. Loud Rebel, yeah. Head pats are fine. RP lobby mute then? Pfft, listen, dude, I'm not gonna be go to the Relegator as a mute, okay? That's not how it works, alright? Rebel arc incoming? Exactly. Well, you're funny when you get disorganized? True. That's why I organize everything. Quirky mute Rebel for the lobby. Oathmeal, would you rather have everything in the world and no real friends, or little to nothing and friends that are basically family? So basically what you're saying is, would you rather have all the money in the world but have no friends, or option B, have no money but have all the friends? So what you're just basically comparing is Notch versus a homeless person. And I think, why did I say Notch? It's because last time I remember I read like a big article was that like it was from a podcast from H3 where they actually went to like Notch's, like Notch owns like a fucking $80 million house, some bullshit, and they went to a party run by Notch. We invited a bunch of YouTubers, a bunch of people, and Notch was like the only person not wearing a suit, and he was like very like he felt like lonely, like he had all these people around him, but like none of them are actually his friends. They're just clout chasers or what you want to call it. But he's rich as fuck, but he has no friends, if that makes sense. Like H3 was talking about how they felt bad for him because it's just like this dude's like rich as hell, made Minecraft, whatever, but he's got like no friends, but he's rich. And he was just some guy from Sweden that had a passion to make a game, and you know, now he has all the money. Money certainly does not buy happiness. Notch needs to hide in VR chat and make friends. Holy shit. You know, that could happen one day. You never know. Maybe Notch will play VR chat. Yeah, you wouldn't know. Just have him not named Notch in the game. You wouldn't even know. Maybe he does. I'll say this, Bo. Notch is working on a game because I follow him on Twitter. And he's actually making like another like Minecraft type game, but it's not with blocks. It's like everything's like spheres or something. I don't know. It's like another like build game though. His name would be Not Notch, probably. Money can buy people to stand around you, but it won't make you feel less alone. I'd rather have friends than be rich. Exactly. Sphere craft. I don't know what it's called, but it like he showed demos of it, and it's like Minecraft's all blocks, but like the game he's showing, it's like all like circles and spheres, and you can like dig and I don't know. It's like another Minecraft type thing, but like different. Minecraft VR, that's already a thing. Well, here's the thing, right? Like when you become like super successful, like I'll compare myself here for a second, right? Like I got partnered 3 months ago, and like sometimes it's hard to tell if someone actually wants to be your friend or do they want to be your friend because I'm a up and coming successful streamer, right? Or YouTuber or Twitch streamer, right? It's super hard to tell. Now, put that on the pedestal compared to someone like Notch, who's like insanely rich, right? How do you know that like the person he's talking to actually wants to be his friend or just doing it because they can maybe make a quick buck off him, right? That's something that you have to really worry about. And I'm pretty sure he's probably maybe paranoid, has anxiety, right? Like when you become super famous and super rich, whether on Twitch or just in life or celebrity, you can't really you don't know who to trust anymore. You become cynical. You're just like, is this guy talking to me because I'm famous and popular, or is he talking to me because he actually is interested in what I want to know? You never know that answer. It's really tough. He's worth $1.6 billion. Yeah. Oathmeal is Notch. Oh my god. It makes sense now. Oh shit. Oathmeal ran away. It's true. Oh, I grabbed the mic. Whoops. Well, here's the thing. Like, if you want to make, I would say you make your close friends or your good friends, if you're like a streamer or YouTuber, when you're small. And then if you, let's say over like the course of 3 years or whatever, if you still friends with those people, those are your good friends, your best friends, because they knew you when you were a nobody on the internet, and they're still going to be your friends. It's always been like that for a lot of YouTubers and a lot of streamers. Sometimes you grow with other content creators and stuff like that, and those are your real friends because they knew you when you were a nobody, and they couldn't like be your friend for money or mutual gain because they didn't get anything out of it because you had 2 viewers on your Twitch, you know? When Crumpster met me, he didn't know I was a YouTuber. That way we met was really genuine. Also, thanks so much for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. It's almost 8:30, so I think we'll be wrapping up soon. But any more questions? Anybody from the chat? Oathmeal? Anybody? I apologize if I miss some of your questions. I just I answer a question. I don't look at chat for a couple minutes, so sometimes I miss something. Yeah, Notch Meal, yeah. Interesting that Twitch is owned by Amazon. I mean, it's been like that for years now, so it's not really a surprise to me. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I think it's easy to say one horse-sized duck, because at the end of the day, it's a duck. It's not like it has fucking like razor sharp claws now or like anything. It's just a big ass duck, and ducks are stupid and they don't do anything. They may like peck at you, but I'm sure if you just fucking throat punch that bitch, it's like a boss. It's like, do you want to have like 100 little like ads, or do you want to have one big boss like Dark Souls boss? I'd rather take the one bitch, you know. The 100 little bitches, because if you get 100 of them, they fucking swarm you and you're fucked. What if it was a goose? Holy shit! You know what's worse than a goose? A Canadian goose. Geese. Whatever. Point is, those motherfuckers will fuck you up. But you know what you gotta do? You gotta punch them right in the fucking... You gotta grab them by the throat and just fucking body slam their ass. Suplex their fucking ass, you know? Canadian goose? No, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are assholes. If you get close to them, they literally attack you. They literally peck at your hands and they'll like rip your skin off and shit. They'll fuck you up. Don't fuck with Canadian geese, man. I'm telling you right now, they'll fuck you up. 100%, no doubt. I've seen so many videos people get attacked and stuff, and like I've seen people like fucking like bop them right in the head like with a fist because they fuck you up. Canadian geese are legit demon spawn. Yeah, they are. Let's test your big brain. What's heavier, a bag of 600-pound bricks or a bag of 600-pound feathers? They're both 600 pounds, same weight. Yeah, they're the same. The bricks are heavier? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever, chat. Slap the duck? Absolutely. What was that? That was like a... Fuck, what's that comedian? He basically talked about that, like the feather and the bricks or whatever, and he couldn't understand it. Maybe it was just memeing and pretending to be, you know, not knowing, but yeah. Lemmy, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, that guy. Hey, I'm Calviar asked, how would you deal with stream anxiety? Like the fear of not being entertaining or feeling like you don't deserve what you've gotten? How do you deal with stream anxiety? Well, I think the cause for a lot of stream anxiety is comparing yourself from one streamer to another. So if you see yourself like 20 viewers and then you look in Twitch and be like, why does this person have 50 viewers? Why don't I have 50 viewers? Or like, why is no one typing in my chat? The worst thing that I ever felt when I was growing as a streamer was for 2 years I had less than 10 viewers, and at times I would stream for like 6 hours. I used to stream way more than I do now, and I would have literally one message per hour. Like one person would I'm not even exaggerating, no meme, no bullshit. I used to have like dead chat. There are 10 viewers. I would ask chat like, how you guys doing? Yo, check out this. What you guys think? Is this world cool? Dead silence from chat. I felt like I was talking to a brick wall. I was getting donut walled by my own chat. I felt super embarrassed and super anxiety. I was just like, why am I streaming? I should just end my stream. And a lot of times I did. I literally ended my stream because nobody was typing in the chat. I was like, why am I doing here? I should just do YouTube. Like, what the hell? You know? But I kept at it. Yeah, don't look at the numbers. I think that's what a lot of people do, is that they'll start looking at their analytics and numbers all the time. They're like, oh my god, this stream I got 20 viewers, and this stream it's like a roller coaster, right? Like it's always a moving the goalpost, right? You're like, oh my god, I got 40 viewers, and then like 2 days later you get like 10 viewers, and you're just like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Why do I have 10 viewers when I should have 40? Oh my god, I'm supposed to be getting partner. I'm playing for partner and it didn't work. What the, you know? Also, says the hardest part about it for me is hitting the go live button. Once you press that button, just do what you can to have fun. I always had social anxiety, so streaming hasn't always been easy for me. And even before this interview, I was actually nervous about being on here, but I did it anyway. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I think for me, it wasn't like I think in my case, when I had streamer anxiety, it wasn't about going live. It was just about like me streaming and that I was doing things, but like when I would see no one in the chat typing, like that's when I started getting anxiety. If I had like I didn't, when I didn't have people typing, I was just like, what the fuck am I doing here? Why am I even streaming? I think that happens when everyone that streams looking at chat that isn't moving. Go live button still scares me. Well, I think the reason why I don't get scared is because I plan out my stream, right? Like I do interviews, so I know there's something happening, right? A lot of people who stream specifically VR chat, they may not have a plan, right? They might just like, all right, I'm gonna go play VR chat, and what am I doing again? Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people when they start streaming VR chat, they'll just like, I don't know, like just stream with friends or like hop around or something, which is not a bad idea. It's just that like you don't know what your objective is, your plan. For me, my plan is I'm interviewing Oathmeal. I'm interviewing this person. I'm doing a fashion show. There's a planned event, so I know what I'm doing. So it's a little bit different for me. Oaf says, I average over 100 viewers, but often my chat will be seemingly dead. My streams are comfy to the point where people throw it up and fall asleep to it. So long as people are still enjoying, that's a good thing, and there always will be people too that lurk and don't chat. True. What falls faster, the egg or the melon? I don't fucking know. Whichever one is... I have no idea, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking know, dude. I was about to say the heavier one, but I don't know, man. You have to test science and that bullshit. I don't know. The melon? I don't know. Like, if I was... I would have to... I can only answer that question if I actually had a melon and an egg and I had to drop them from, like, a 2-story building, then I'll figure it out. They fall at the same speed? I don't know. Maybe they do fall at the same speed. I don't know. That would be my guess, that they fall at the same speed, but maybe they don't. Maybe one's like slightly heavier, so it falls faster. I don't know. For all masses? Oh, okay, well, that's the same speed then. Okay, well, there you go. I try to poke a focus on audience interaction and such, so sometimes when it's empty, I am at a loss for things to speak about. No, I get that. Is that Fluffy VR, the dancer? Hey, what up? Welcome. Alright, Oathmeal. I think we'll start wrapping up in a few minutes here. So any last questions from chat? Oathmeal, if you want to ask me something. Thanks for the follows, I appreciate it. So many viewers here have counts from like before 2015. My account's from 2012. I mean, if you've been on Twitch for a while, I mean, it's kind of a thing, yeah. What hardware should VRChat program for? You didn't say software, you said hardware. You mean like computer parts? I don't know. Whatever is most accessible. Welcome, yeah. What's up, Steph? Welcome. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. What are you doing with that cup? Oh, you're lining it. You're lining it back up. Thanks. What is your favorite avatar, Oaf? The algorithm brought me here. It looks neat. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Welcome to my channel. I'm a talk show host. I play VR chat and run my own talk show called Late Night Rebel, where I interview people. My guest is Oathmeal. She's been playing VR chat for like 3 years, and she's a mute, for those who don't know. So I've been communicating via Twitch chat and Discord, and I typed up a bunch of questions for her like a week ago, and then she gave me those answers to those questions, and then I read them for her. So, yeah. Oh, thought a lot of people seem to like the, how do you say that, Hoego hoodie? That's the one with a lot of lewd things on there. Yeah, yeah. Yes. What's my favorite color? Red. Yeah, the Gasm emotes. Yes. Absolutely. Remember the old time that Oath is still white-haired? Yeah. Well, anyway, I think we'll start wrapping up here. So, Oathmeal, if you want to have a conclusion of some kind, whatever you type, like, be like, hey, thanks for the interview. I got this cool event going on. Shout out to whatever. Just tell me what you want to say, and I'll read it. I do have some newer white-haired ones too, as throwbacks. Nice. Oh, yeah, I need to hydrate. Holy shit, I'm scamming with channel points. Stay hydrated out there. Conclusion. Let's see. Eat your veggies. Don't run stop signs. And also, I'm not lewd. Don't let the NSFW Twitter fool you. That's a hard cap from me, I tell you what. What the hell? Sure. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm quite wholesome myself, too, you know? Yes. You know there's going to be an after party, right? After interview. After hours. Little, R&R, you know? Anyway. After party. Yeah, after interview, you know? Yeah. Anyway, thank you again to Oathmeal for the interview. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Shout out to www.twitch.tv/ I think it's Oathmeal, right? Not just Kawaii Oathmeal. I think it's just Oathmeal, right? I forget if you changed your name or not. Oh, it is, because I always look at chat, right? Twitch.tv/ Oathmeal. Check her out. Check out her Twitter, her YouTube, all that stuff, all the socials. Thank you again for stopping by. It's been a pleasure, you know. It's been literally a year since I've interviewed you, and so much has changed. So many things have happened. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Also, put the camera on me. Please and thank you. I'd like to say that thank you so much again, but also I have interviews tomorrow, so I'm going to be interviewing Landfear tomorrow, same time, same channel, 7 p.m. EST. That's going to be an exciting interview as well. I don't have anything planned for Friday or Saturday or Sunday or next week because I'm moving this Saturday, so I don't want to plan anything because I
Thanks
don't
for
want to
the
cancel.
tokens. I mean bits.
Thanks for the 100 bits, Viper. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, you can join my Discord, !Discord. Join my Discord. If you're subbed, you get a sub roll. You can pledge to my Patreon to do like hangouts and stuff like that. You can sub to my Twitch channel. Hey, if you got Twitch Prime lying around or something, hey, help goes a long way. You know, 1,000 subs, I'll get a body pillow merch store. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for joining the exclusive club. Front row seats just for you.
Tier 3, probably my first one.
Whoa.
You're sure worth it, Rebel. Thanks for all the awesome moments.
Oh, thank you so much. Wait, how come that didn't pop up on my my hand here? The tier 3. Also, thanks so much, Guardian, for the 4 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wait, who tier 3'd? Who was it? I actually can't. It doesn't tell on my hand.
Wilted Garden.
Oh, Wilted Garden. Thank you so much for the tier 3 sub for 4 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Holy shit. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're gonna go toss the raid to somebody who's playing VR chat, streaming right now. Any suggestions? Anybody? I can just look at the category. But yeah, thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. And then probably after tomorrow, you probably see me in my new play space. Yeah. Alright. Let me switch scenes here. Oh yeah, we also need to take a photo. Oathmeal, but I'll do that after I end the raid. Or end the stream.